So welcome back to part 4 of this Unity tutorial series. Now we're going to touch an exciting basis of Unity C# programming. So going away from our editor and our inspector and our hierarchy and our project window, we're going to go into Visual Studio. You can follow along in MonoDevelop. And I'm going to just open up a new scene so nothing scares us. So I'm going to go to new scene. It's going to be like a docile meadow. And here we can also delete this folder, right? And after that's been deleted, we can create a new folder, right click, create a folder, and we're going to call it scripts. Okay. And now in the scripts folder, we're going to have all our Unity C# scripts. So I'm going to right click, create C#. Now we're going to name it something clever like player and enter. I'm going to open this up. Okay, having Visual Studios open, you're going to see that our name of the script is here. Our using Unity Engine, which just means that we are using, in fact, the namespaces of game object, transform. So we're using Unity components, and then systems collection is not used. That's for math and all this other fun stuff. So you don't really have to worry about this. Rarely do you delete them. So now we're going to go into under that. We're going to have mono behavior. So mono behavior, good way to remember it is anything with a mono behavior is you can attach to your object. It derives from the update and start, which is, that has a little description right here. And so that's what mono behavior does. In the beginning, your code is going to have mono behavior. So don't even, you don't have to worry too much about deleting this, because it's not necessary. So we're going to go in and I'm going to type out some variables that we're going to go over in detail. So we're going to have a public. So we're going to have public. And so what does public mean? Well, it means that it can be edited inside the editor, inside of Unity. It also means that other scripts can grab that information. Now I'm going to open up my favorite tool, Paint, to describe what public means in further detail. So I'm going to go into Paint right here. Beautiful. And before we even get started, let me go back into, let me backtrack a little bit and go here, and let's write all their variables just to have our information so I can just kind of do it all in one foul swoop. So we're going to have a public string, and I'll go over what everything means. So let me just do string name, public int attack, and public float attack speed, and then private bool dead, and then let's see, what else can we go over really quickly. Actually, that will be it. We can also do a private transform, and then we can call player. We can do, or player, and we can't name these two things the same thing, so we're going to do a public player transform, and then we're going to go here and we're going to do private game object enemy. Okay. Enter. We hit Control S to save. So now let's explain this in detail. So as you saw, we were going over public and private. And for all of this, we can talk about bathrooms, which is one of my favorite subjects when it comes to coding. So we have a public bathroom, right? Public bathroom. And then we have the non-public bathroom. And I'm not going to waste too much time by writing, so private. Okay, we can private. Hold up. Can't undo. There you go. There you go. Let me spell private and public correctly. So in this public bathroom, everyone can go in. So we have public, and this is your public health script. So this is our, let's divide this right here. And so let's say this is our player script. Player and .cs for C#. And then this is our enemy. Sorry again for my terrible handwriting. So here we have public. So if our public variables are health, and name like that, and let's just pretend those are the two, not to waste too much time. And then our private would be our game object. Okay, so a public bathroom is available to everyone. However, there are certain rules. If we have a bathroom, so let's say we have a bathroom for guys, you don't want women to go to the guys' bathroom. So health is, if we go back to our script, we have health being we don't have health, so we should probably add that. So public int health. And our health is an int, and an integer from algebra class, everyone knows that an integer is a whole number, right? So 1.5 is not a whole number, therefore it's not an integer. So only 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or negative 5, 4, negative 4, negative 3, whatever, goes in only into that bathroom. Only integers can go to that bathroom. Now our name is a string of code. All right, so it's lettering. It's doesn't have number value or anything like that. It's just, hi, my name is, your sentences, your words, and so names is, let's say, the word bathroom. So you don't want numbers to go to the names bathroom because that's just not right. And they're going to kick you out. So you don't want that. That's not going to be accepted. Now we have our private bathroom. So let's say you're in your house, and you don't want people to use your bathroom. If a stranger came up and said, "Hey, man, let's say you're an int, or let's say you're a float, so you do accept decimals. You say, "Hey, man, I'm a decimal too. Can I use your bathroom?" You're gonna say, "No, you may not." Right? So you're not gonna let them in, and that's what a private says. You're sorry. Find your own. Which doesn't mean necessarily that you can't call it other ways, but that you can't just drag and drop, and that you can't set it, and so on. So for the most part, private you can't access, and public you can. And so that's the bathroom analogy. Anytime someone asks you, now, how did you learn public and private? You'll say, well, I studied bathrooms. So going back to this, let's go over and talk a little bit. So this is the name of our player. So it's name. This is an integer. An integer, right? That of our attack power. So that could be a 5, 10, 100, 1 million, right? But it cannot be 1.5, 1.2, 1.0. It's 1. That's it. And our float, which in a float in C# requires an F to say, hey, I'm a float, not a double. Doubles are same thing. Unity doesn't use doubles, you're going to use floats. If you want to learn more about doubles, it's a smaller unit, but you can convert, and so it's not practical to use doubles, right, in Unity. So an attack speed is a decimal or integer of how fast we attack. And a decimal or integer, so it can be 1, but it can also be 1.5, 1.3, whatever, and so that gives you that. This, a bool or a boolean, is a true or false. A true or false call. So it says, yes, I am, no, I'm not. That's it. It doesn't say, yes, maybe. It doesn't say, it's not, it's a 1 or 0. Health, again, integer of health that the player has. And of course, as you're seeing, I put 2 dashes, and that's just a comment, so it doesn't do anything. And I'm just doing, this is just for us. You don't have to follow along. And some people don't have it right to the side; they have it right above. But I'm just kind of helping you. So when you look at my video again, we're gonna be like, oh, this is what we're doing. And this is going to be stored variables that we can define later. But that is the beginning to what will be our character movement script. So see you in part 5 when we go a little bit more into the actual code of our player.